Hey everybody, welcome to Crossroads PlayStation Podcast from Boss Rush Games. I am LeRon Dawkins, one of your hosts of the show, and pressing square with me tonight is the one and only Nellie Lott.
Say hi,
And Austin Campbell, our PlayStation doctor, is also in the house.
I'm also staying hydrated, just not as healthy.
Y'all, you got the fun hydration. I just got random ass water.
Oh, no. Ed's got the juice, though.
not even a.
Go loco.
And in our fourth chair tonight is the lead host of Boss Rush's Pow Block, and also the co-founder of Boss Rush Games. Everyone, welcome to the show, Eddie Vernell.
When I think of home, I think of... Oh, sorry, they canceled that on PS3. Never mind. Hi, everybody.
I am telling you, you better stop.
I was actually thinking that at work, and I was just like, oh, wait a minute, they canceled home on PS3. Never mind. I'm like, oh, that's my intro. I told LeRon earlier, we was talking, and I told him I was just like, I'm about to turn this upside down like a PS1. And he was just like, oh no. But hello, everybody.
Well, happy holidays. Happy holidays, guys.
Start anything.
How was everybody's Christmas? How's everybody's Christmas?
Fantastic.
Okay, good to hear. Anything exciting happen? Did the PS5 magically find its way into the tree or into the stocking? I know. That's a sore subject. I shouldn't have brought it up, but you never know.
Yeah,
Some
Santa left me a note and said, "Try again next year."
did he leave a lump of coal with that note? Is the question though.
He said you could have a PS5 for $1,000.
You
know what? It seems like a lot of them is becoming online that people are available to get. So hopefully, my plan is to get it probably around February or March.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get the Series X first, but like I can't wait to get the PlayStation 5. There's just too many games. I still think that state of play in June was so hot.
Oh yes.
It had so many must-have games that I was just like, oh, I would love this. Oh, this system looks terrible, but yeah, I'm excited to really get my PlayStation 5 in March.
All right, so Ed, real quickly, it's just because I'm not sure if any of our audience really catch the Power Block. They probably catch in the Boss Rush podcast on Saturdays, but go ahead and just give us a quick little shout out about yourself, and also we want to know your PlayStation pedigree. We want to know your history of the PlayStation system.
Okay, so I am Eddie V. That's my AKA name. Everyone that retro code. Nintendo Power Block is a Nintendo podcast that me and Corey started a while back, and now I have become the host of it. We talk not only gaming news, but we also give gaming facts about different Nintendo products. We have quizzes, great discussions, and everything. We have our own segment called Snacktendo, where we talk about snacks that we encounter, whether it's something that's common or something that's new. And everything, and we literally just have fun talking about all things Nintendo. My PlayStation pedigree is that. Oh, before I even get to that, I also host a podcast called Optional Opinion that I'll talk about later. But my PlayStation pedigree is I started PlayStation 1 while having a Nintendo 64. So I was getting both games. I actually got a PlayStation 1 for my birthday. And the first game that I got for the system was called In the Zone by Konami. Because it was their sports game, basketball game. Because in the arcade, Konami did running gun, which was a big thing. It wasn't like NBA Jam or anything, but that was my first thing. And then I just got it more with Loaded, Resident Evil, Toomba, the demo disc that came along with Wipeout. I would like play that to the nth degree. I would always put like music CDs in there. It was a Pokemon kind of Monster Ranch or something like that. They also had a cartoon on Fox. You would put different music CDs, and it would give you monsters. I was playing that, and yeah, like I said, Loaded, Hertz Adventure. I was playing a lot of stuff, and I did get a PlayStation 2. I got the Slim, but I was only use that for my RPG system because GameCube was everything. GameCube was the bomb. I know it was that time. It was kind of like modern gaming was starting for a lot of people because you had Xbox, PlayStation, you had GameCube. Moved on to PlayStation 3 because 360 was breaking down, and I was just like, nope, I'm not buying a 360. I think that was one of their worst systems that they created because you shouldn't be able to make five versions of the system and four of them continue to red ring. So I did a PlayStation 3. I love the Blu-ray technology, reading about the cell chip, and definitely reading Dan Shu's article in EGM, where one of the old presidents of Sony was talking about how you couldn't find a PlayStation 3 in Best Buy, and they had a picture of it and stuff. It was a really nice cover because they had a tomato thrown at PlayStation 3. Then but Sony came back hard with PlayStation 4, and I remember playing Resogun, playing Killer Instinct, Killer Instinct, sorry, uh, um, Killzone, Shadowfall, like,
Hmm.
and playing a lot of great stuff on it. And I was just like, yeah, Sony is doing their thing, but still a Nintendo fan at heart. I felt like PlayStation is great for gamers who really want to experience a more mature, it's still big RPGs and other kind of games, but I'm still a Nintendo person at heart. But I love PlayStation, I love Xbox, I love gaming in general. But
Okay.
uh,
All right.
yeah,
So lightning round, real fast. All right. So we got three. I got three questions for you.
okay.
Favorite game you played on PlayStation?
The Last Guardian,
Last Guardian. Okay. Favorite first party PlayStation game you played?
The Last Guardian.
are
I'll take it back. Okay,
you
so
are you sure? You don't have to take it back.
okay, first, because The Last Guardian is first party, so that's why.
Okay.
Um,
So are you taking back?
Horizon.
Are you okay?
So, so best game that I played just in general for PlayStation 4 is The Last Guardian. First party game that I like truly adore and love is Horizon Zero Dawn. I feel like this is what this is what I love about Guerrilla Games is that yes, they are known for this first person shooter, but they actually did a open world game that really means something. Like it's not just about going everywhere and destroying animals. It's about the diversity that they put into this game.
Mhm.
It's talking about prejudice. It's talking about um not so much not so much skin color or anything, but just how people look down on you because of from where you come from,
Mhm.
and how she just kept helping different races that's in the game. Even like she wasn't even bothered by any of the homosexuality that was in it. I appreciate that Guerrilla Games took notice of that and did it just right, did
Mhm.
it justice. And yes, it did come a month before Breath of the Wild, but I feel like not the Last Guardian, Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild, like those two games alone are like probably game of the year, like for all time,
No.
like singled out.
Nice. 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 Okay. And last question: a Sony franchise you want to see revived in the PS5 era?
So the franchise that I would like to see revive for it, SOCOM.
SOCOM? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Now,
so. I
now,
think
now, why SOCOM? Why SOCOM?
I think SOCOM had a great following.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those games really played good, and it was something different for Sony, for them to play. And I think that after it went to PlayStation Vita, it fell off. And I think it's PlayStation Portable or Vita. I
It
think
was
one of them came up.
it was PSP actually.
PSP. Yeah, it didn't get the love and the treatment, and I really think that Sony could bring that back and do that game justice.
Mm.
It was one of their big brands that even though it was for a selected few, I really appreciate that Sony really took a risk to do something that nobody else was doing. For them, it really felt like a Sony game, almost like Warhawk was
Mm.
when it came out
I
on
remember that. I
PlayStation
remember that franchise.
like Warhawk felt good, and I think this is what to me. It made it feel like this is what Sony is about: doing something that no one else is doing and making it feel like it's their own.
Cool. 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 All right. Well, we'll have another opportunity to get to know some more about you a little bit later on the show. So, let's get this show started. So, Santa has finished his rounds, and we hope that he gave the largest lump of coal ever to the year 2020. But when you know it, we're still playing games and having a lot of fun as this year wraps up. To everybody out there that's listening to us right now, whether you're on Twitch or listening to us in the podcast, welcome to the show. We've got some topics and talks for you all tonight, so we're going to get started right into housekeeping real fast. All right, so this is episode 17 of Crossroads, the PlayStation podcast of Boss Rush Games. Each week we come together to bring you the latest in news, rumors, games, and discussions in the world of PlayStation. Crossroads is here live on twitch.tv/Exodus803 Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. We started early tonight and we're testing a new time slot, so there's a possibility we'll be shifting to 8 p.m. starting the beginning of the year, so just be aware of that. That's Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Boston needs to sleep.
Yeah, okay, so you pushed yourself out into the bus. No one was going to do that.
Listen, I'm the old man. I'm willing to take the fall. It's my fault. So.
It's okay. It's okay though. We understand though, like, cause you know, like you gotta stay employed. Like Crossroads and Boss Rush Games. Yeah, Crossroads and Boss Rush Games is not the mode of employment that we wanted yet. Not yet. All right. Yep. All right. But anyway, so we're glad to every single one of you out there that can join us tonight in the audience. Our Twitch chat is live, so please interact with us. You know, we've got mods there, so behave.
Or try.
Yeah, or try to behave. Yeah, at least that way. That way you can join us and be part of the conversation. If you're unable to join us live, be sure to head over to youtube.com/BossRushGames or any of your favorite podcast services every Thursday to listen to the show. Remember to like, share, rate, subscribe, and review us whenever you check out our show. It helps us immensely with our discoverability, and also make sure to check out our family of podcast shows available on BossRushGames.com. Before we get into it tonight, there's a new segment that we're bringing out right now. So everybody, what's on your PlayStation? Yeah, this is gonna fit in. This is gonna fit in right in with the other Boss Rush platforms, because I think every other show except for us has a dedicated segment to food. So you know what? Why not? We're a bunch of fatties anyway. So let's do it. So what's okay, Nellie, Nellie, get started. Get started. What's on your PlayStation?
I had some sour cream cookies. My grandma.
No.
Well, everybody always knows I'm snacking on stream. Like I'm gonna gain so much weight this next year thanks to podcasting. Yeah.
What gummies do you got today, LeRon?
I got the Holy Grail, the Lifesaver gummies.
Okay, I need to know who found that for you and where at. I want a share size of that, and I cannot find it.
Walmart or Food Line. And I got a Walmart that's within walking distance of me too.
Now, LeRon, best flavor. Which one's the best flavor?
Out of all the flavors that are out there, because the big bags they only come in the five flavor gummies. They've got the 5 flavors. They've got the
berry.
The wild berries one, which I actually like. I wish they would make a big bag of those.
That's what I want, the berry one, and then they got that 2-in-1 flavor.
The duos are good. The tropical ones, I love those, but they don't always show up. I see them in Target every once in a while, but they don't always show up. The sour ones are good, but I don't know, something about like that extra sugar on top of them that kind of I love it, but it's like I feel like it's a little too much. And these also have a different texture from regular gummies, and that's kind of what makes Lifesaver gummies like kind of win out for me, because they're the chewy soft kind. I do love Haribo gummies because like they're more of a firm texture, but they've got really good flavors for those. So I'm gonna say on GP, if I'm not getting the big bag, like it's usually going to be the wild berries ones. I love those, and I really hope they'll put those in one of the big bags one of these days.
I do the 2 for 4 at my job. Of course, get the discount of the wild berry ones. Like I snack them up quickly. It's so good.
Yeah. A bag of the regular size ones don't They don't last. I'll open them and like 10 minutes later, I'm like, I have no more. Yeah.
That's why I buy 2 bags because I know I will eat them quickly.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
If I buy 2 bags, if I buy 2 bags, I gotta hide the other one so I don't eat the other one automatically. Because I'll finish the first and then start looking for the second one.
It doesn't matter. I'm so weak. It doesn't matter. Like I'll hide it, and before the other bags even finish, I've already grabbed the next bag.
You already grabbed the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I got a box of dots that you guys I will be snacking on. I love dots. They're so good. I got a Whopper Junior, just kind of basic for lunch. Had Panda Express. I've been trying to of course the Monster and stuff. I've been drinking like Arizona's, like the fruit punch and the mango one a lot. Um, the Smart Water, I've been doing the cucumber lime. It's so good. I still need to buy the core LeRon. I'm probably gonna buy it tomorrow at work. I really want to try it.
You mean the flavored ones?
No, the regular core.
Oh, the regular core. It's good. It's good water, but core does have some flavored ones. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the Smart Water, I tried like the watermelon one was fine. The strawberry one I didn't really like. But the cucumber lime one I really like. It's really cool. That cucumber tastes really good, and that lime like just pops. And I don't have it by me, but I have some of uh, the goodness, what are those chips? That comes in a can.
Pringles.
Uh,
Pringles.
Oh, the Pringles.
yeah. So I got the hot ones that came out. It's a new one that they did with barbecue.
yeah.
Uh-oh. We have to go look for those.
Okay, the barbecue one, the best. It's literally good. The cheddar one is good. I got the chili and lime one, but I haven't tried it yet. But that barbecue one, mwah, like it's something that if you have any kind of sandwich and you want some extra kick to it, those shits will fit just nicely. Like they are good.
Yeah, I heard you talk about them on Pal Block, and I was like, man, I didn't even know about these hot Pringles. I gotta go look for them when I go to Walmart.
So what happened was that my one of the managers texted me the picture of it. And I was just like, I will be at work in 25 minutes. I got to work and I seen the stand. I snacked all 3 and brought them right there. Like anytime that Pringles or any kind of food come in our store, me and my trying. Like first off, we would dig into the box even before it's supposed to be sold on store. Because we got the Kit Kat mocha chocolate one. It's okay. I still like the dark mint, the dark chocolate mint ones of the Kit Kat. But yeah, that's been on my plate station.
All right. All right. And real quick before I forget, hey, DCD50, thanks for the follow. That's not our Dan, is it? I see a whole bunch of DCDs show up all the time, but I'm like, is that who is that?
Dan's got a bunch of burger accounts.
Well, we'll find out next week because he'll be in the hot seat next week.
That's right.
All right, Austin, what's on your PlayStation?
Now, Ed, I gotta ask, have you had the cucumber lime Gatorade?
That is my jam. That thing,
it goes hard.
So we don't sell it here.
Oh.
And I've looked in. I may have to go to Wisconsin to get it, cause I'm avoiding Walmart. Every time I go, they don't have what I'm looking for. Like everything is gone. Even when they restock it. So I gotta try to find out what store actually has it. I may try. It's a place called Pick and Save. It's really big in Wisconsin.
Mhm.
So I may try them. But I'm down to try it. You know what? I actually like the cherry one. It's like all white.
The Glacier Cherry.
Oh yeah, the white glacier cherry.
That's my main flavor.
Yeah.
I've only seen the cucumber lime in gas stations. I've never seen it in like a retail store.
Me neither, actually. Yeah, I don't. That's usually what I get it. It's like a 7-Eleven or a gas station or a convenience store. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've looked at those, but that's where the only place that I've seen them. is
I
at
will
gas
be,
stations.
I'll report to you tomorrow. Like I'll throw it in the chat.
He going to
Because
look.
Hey,
right,
that
because
those, it is so good. If you like cucumber, it tastes just like you're drinking like pureed cucumber almost. It's really good.
yeah, because my job is right by like a mobile gas station. So and then
Mhm.
my house is by a gas station. So yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look for it. That reminds because what happened is they have that Mountain Dew grape flavor.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
oh, whew.
Yeah,
That's my communion from church. 'Cause
Is,
it's so
is
good.
that the one that came out with that game Rise, the Xbox Rise? Is that they?
Uh, no, it was one of the flavors that
Okay.
came out when Baja came out. And it
Oh,
was
okay,
saying
okay.
which one was better, and Baja outbeat it. But it's like dark something, but it's a grape flavor. And man, grape Mountain Dew, grape and the pineapple Mountain Dew is mwah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I go to Dollar General just to get the the pineapple Mountain Dew. Yeah,
I do the
I
same
Wait,
thing.
wasn't the
that's the only reason I've ever walked into Dollar General.
wasn't the purple one called Vortex? The purple Mountain Dew.
No, that's a different one.
Okay. All I know is I loved it when it was out because it tasted like liquid grape shock tarts.
It tasted like grape Kool-Aid to me.
Well, that too.
Okay.
Well, for my PlayStation, my wife hooked me up with a ton of high chews for Christmas.
Oh
She got
man,
me all these different bags of different flavors of high chews, and
you talking about
there's
the
this
you
yogurt.
talking about the $5 bags? Those ones?
Well, she got it. There's like a 6-pack, and there's 6 different
Oh,
small bags
man.
of different flavors of high chews.
Oh,
So
really?
one is like the regular high chew, one is the tropical high chew, one
Yeah.
is sweet and sour high chew. The one I love the most though is this yogurt flavored high chews. It's the blueberry yogurt, strawberry yogurt, and plain yogurt. And
What?
man,
Okay, see,
these,
I'm gonna have to go to the freaking
these
Asian market and see if I can find those. I didn't know those
Right.
existed.
She said she got it on Amazon. It was like there's 6 different packs in there, and it's now. I had another pack that had the Coke and the other soda that I can't remember. the
Oh,
name
I've
of
only
it.
seen those once.
I had one of each, and I loved them. The Coke was all right, but the other one was really, really good.
Uh,
But Ellie was in the doghouse because she got into the.
Oh,
bag and
no.
ate all of
oh
Oh.
no!
all of them.
Ah,
And we were like, how? Because they're on the high counter. Like, we're like, how did you get these? I think maybe the cat knocked him down and then the dog went for it. They were working together. I don't know.
A ways
But
out.
so
There-
I have been stacking on those.
here's what
Hardcore.
here's what I've learned. When you have dogs and cats that live together and they've grown up together, they become a team. Like the cats will be like, oh, it's way up here on the top of the cabinet. No problem, no problem.
Well, Ellie, we've had almost a year, and then Mercy, our cat, we've only had for about 5-6 months. So they haven't been around that long.
Oh, so they
And
they,
they
just
really
naturally
just hate
teamed.
each
They just naturally teamed up.
Yeah. They just kind of like, all right, I'll knock them down. We gotta watch the cat, man. I pull a pizza out of the oven and I'll turn around and she's already on top of the pan.
Oh wow.
She don't care if it's
She don't care if it's hot.
She'll just get on there. No,
Demon cat.
she's insane. She's insane.
She's like, I got 9 lives.
Yeah, she uses all of them for pizza.
And then puts in the Konami code and get them back.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Down.
you know what? This might be a good time. Because somebody out there in our audience, somebody submitted a question for us, and before I forget, hey, Mama Ro, how's it going? I promise you, we're not slandering Final Fantasy VIII.
Skittles
Don't get us
smoothies
started.
at 7-Eleven.
That's my job to do.
Wait.
Let's see Skittles smoothies at 7-Eleven.
Skittles smoothies are they
Yeah.
like a smoothie flavor of the Skittles? Hey Race, by
Yeah.
the way, thanks for checking me out. That's one of my Monster Hunter buddies, by the way.
Howdy.
72-ounce bag? Oh no! Oh,
At Har-
wait.
No.
Hold
those
on.
gummy bears?
Hold on. We both live in the Hampton Roads area. What store are these at? I need to know.
72-ounce bag of the Haribo. Dude, the gummy bears. My wife found a bag where it has the blue gummy bears in them,
Is that like the blue raspberry
Wait,
flavor?
and
Wait.
they're good.
wait, the 72 ounce. If we're talking about the Haribos, the 72 ounce one. Those are the 3 pounders. Those are at Walmart for like $6.
They're at Sam's Club. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I want to know. I want to know where these. I want to know where these Skittles smoothies are though. Wait. It's local 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Go. If your 7-Eleven has them, and I know the 7-Eleven right up the road from me has them. So yeah, I'll be lurking in there tomorrow.
They're good.
Yeah, I don't on candy. I don't even snack on candy like that.
Yeah.
We-
I mean,
we did a test run of this the smoothies of the Skittles. They were good. They sold out, but like I said, it was just a test run
Mhm.
for us.
well, I mean, we're not quite doing questions from the audience just yet, but we do have a question that's kind of relevant to PlayStation. So the food question came down, and it looks like I didn't get a name. Austin, did you get a name for who it was that submitted that one?
Yeah.
Because we always want to
John Barnett. John Barnett.
All right, because
That's his name.
we always want to shout out our friends and listeners out there. Okay, so John Barnett's question is, what toppings make the perfect hot dog?
So
There's so many. It depends on what you're in the mood for. If you're in the mood for a Chicago style dog, if you move from a New York style dog, or you go on something from West Coast, it all depends. But go ahead, Ed. You start.
So there's two of them. Chili cheese is a great topping for hot dogs. I prefer that over chili cheese fries at any time. Like a good, and even if you want to do like manwich and put it on a hot dog, if you feel like being ghetto, you can. Those are the best tops.
See, man, what's in a hot dog is just automatically like causing me to have a flare up of heartburn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have down to half a bottle of Tums right after.
And second of all, it may not be a topping like you mentioned Chicago style. Anytime I go to the city, I always get a Chicago style hot dog, and I definitely gotta have a Sprite. If not a Sprite, a Coke, but I don't always go for Sprite. I kind of like hot dogs with the cheese in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because with that, I could just go ahead and put regular toppings like the onions, the not horseradish, the pickle stuff, or dill pickle or stuff like that. I can put all of that in and still have the cheese in it. So normally that's for me. But the toppings, I would say definitely chili cheese is the best.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. I also agree with you on the chili cheese, but me, it all depends on how dirty I'm getting with the hot dog, because I'll do this, I'll do sauerkraut, but it's got to be with like a good like hot and spicy mustard on it. Or if if I'm being adventurous, like I'll do the chili, but I'll also, depending on where I'm at, depending on what the hot dog stand is offering, I'll actually get Cheetos on top of it with either a mustard or a squeezed cheese, or stuff like that, and then there's just the classic, like sometimes I just want relish and mustard.
Well, have you tasted the Fritos chili cheese?
Yes.
I normally, if I do a regular hot dog with just ketchup and mustard, I normally do the chili cheese Fritos. Uh-oh.
I always go with the chili and the cheese, but then I also get mustard and then the sports peppers. Those are my favorite. I love to have those on the hot dog.
Yeah, the chat's definitely saying if it's not Nathan's hot dog, then it doesn't matter. Thank you for that, who dat.
That's another thing. Everyone, I've only been in Oklahoma my whole life, so I don't know what a Chicago dog or a New York dog or anything like this.
Okay, now
I just
Chicago.
like the ballpark. I like whatever you get at the ballpark.
Chicago likes to get fancy with their dogs, because they'll put pickle spears and stuff on it, and like a Chicago dog is great. I'm gonna say that right now. Chicago dog is great, but you gotta be careful. Like if you guys have a Sonic out there, I guarantee you Sonic has like a couple of different hot dog types that are definitely Chicago inspired.
Yeah, so that's the closest I've got because Sonic actually started in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
That's where like the headquarters are at and stuff. And they've had it, but I was like, I don't know if I'm getting the real thing or not. Is this just kind of like a?
So Chicago is like the hot dog you have to have is Vienna.
Yes.
Because you will always see you will always see the Vienna logo on any cart in Chicago. You get the onions. I don't think they, Nelly, I know they got the bread is with the like dots in it, like the peppers in it. They have a whole pickle that they do. They have tomatoes cut to it on the side, and they have peppers on it. I don't think they
Yes.
do the mustard and ketchup. I think you have to add all of the condiment stuff. I think you have to add yourself. Uh-oh.
Awesome. Are you having the same thing? Yeah, the chat's going wild right now.
What happened? Uh-oh.
Who that was like anything? Who that was like anything that is Chicago style?
They throw a bunch of nonsense on it.
Uh-oh.
The chat's
Oh,
wild.
you know what? I kind of agree with that. 'Cause sometimes we just be going overboard. We just be making up stuff.
No. I've been to some places. They'll put like freaking deviled eggs or pimento cheese and stuff on the hot dogs. I'm like, I like deviled eggs and I like pimento cheese, but I don't think I like either one of those on a hot dog. I don't care what type of fancy bun you make. I don't care if it's a brioche bun or one of those onion buns or whatnot. I don't think this is gonna work.
Yeah, at home, if I'm making the hot dogs at home, I put chili, macaroni, and cheese, and hot Cheetos. And it goes. I love it. That's the way if I make it at home.
Your digestive system is just hating you.
Exactly. No,
Your taste buds love you. Your taste buds love you, but your freaking stomach are like, no.
Yeah, my stomach, my liver, they're like, man, when is this guy gonna fall over at this point? Like, we quit.
Race is like, there are things you don't put on a hot dog, just like there are things you do not put on pizza.
I don't even want to get started about the pizza thing.
We'll say that for another PlayStation talk.
Yeah, we'll do that for next episode.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started with these blurbs. I don't have many for you tonight, but here they are. All right. So first up, D-Brand has announced custom PS5 faceplates, and they are daring Sony to sue this time. So yeah, if you guys remember, D-Brand started out with what were they called? I forget now.
I thought they were face plates.
No, they called them something fancy though. I don't remember anymore though. I don't remember, but anyway, D-Brand has announced that it'll be launching a custom PlayStation 5 faceplate soon. Right now, it seems like the only color that they're working on right now is just black. So basically, you'll basically have a way to make the PlayStation look more uniform, and they are actively challenging Sony to threaten it with legal action. When asked by a Reddit user if he was worried about Sony's response, D-Brand simply said, "We encourage them to try." Man. I mean,
I double dogged it.
I mean, how big are the britches on these guys?
I laugh at this because it's just like you really want Sony to threaten you about a faceplate. You guys are not Nintendo. You guys are not that popular or trying to get something happening, because I think they're doing this so it could cause controversy, so people could really buy that brand. And this sounds to me that you are not confident in your brand.
Or maybe it could be that they actually did everything right and got the correct patents and stuff, and so basically they're bolstering themselves because they know it's airtight this time.
Well, it's just it's to me it's just like you're trying to make money off of some faceplates, which if you want to, that's fine. We know Sony doesn't go out and really try to threaten or sue anybody like Nintendo does. That some people feel, but Nintendo products is what people are doing to make money and showing off this stuff. Yes, Nintendo might throw a cease and desist, but really, you're threatening Sony to sue you over some plates, and you only got one color? Like, that doesn't mean nothing.
Well, you got to remember
Oh.
though, they got shut down, and they got shut down a couple months ago, and they were offering 9 options at that point.
Who was shutting them down, or
This
did they shut
the
down?
Sony shut them down.
Sony.
They got hit with a cease and desist.
What were they trying to sell?
The same thing, the same thing.
Plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they were called. Like we were talking about it for a couple of weeks. It was like a big deal because everybody was like, well,
Yeah.
hey, like if Sony's not going to give us colored PlayStations because Sony can't bring out PlayStations, they can't even get them in our hands right now. But
Yeah.
basically the talk was like everybody wanted more options than just the white system that's out right now, the white and black system that's out right now, and it's. I don't think this would have been such a big deal, but if you look in the history of PlayStation, there's been multiple colors of PlayStation for a while, so I feel like Sony should have at least had two colors ready to go, at launch. That's just the way I feel. Just as a consumer, now maybe the logistics of it and everything, are something completely different, but like Sony's known this, and like we have folks who traded in their God of War edition PlayStations, their Spider-Man PlayStations, to get a PS5 and stuff like that. So I think they could have been like ahead of the curve, and I don't know. Maybe they'll have a colored system coming out in March, which first quarter technically. So who knows? But yeah, but no, these guys had multiple colors that were ready to go. Sony hit them with a cease and desist, and they had to return pre-orders. They had to refund pre-orders. So yeah, so it's one of those things. But yeah, I mean, like I've actually thought about like dismantling my PS5 and airbrushing it, but I'm gonna airbrush it like a gray tone, so it's not completely flat black.
You know what's weird? I'm from Power Block, and I've mentioned a lot of Nintendo stuff in this. It feels like a lot of people, when it comes to customization thing, we could go back to the like Xbox 360, how they was doing faceplates for the 360 when it first came out, and people were customizing them and changing them. With Nintendo, I think more people love customizing their products when they can't get it. You barely hear anyone talking about customization stuff for Sony or Microsoft now compared to Nintendo. So to hear this and be like, oh, Sony come threatening us with a lawsuit, I feel like you're trying to gain something so people could rally against Sony and like really buy this product. Where there's some people who, just like you, LeRon, would just dismantle it, cut it themselves, and show it off. Sony
Yeah.
don't say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's because technically, like honestly, like even though I spent the money for it, it's in my house and everything. Technically, like we don't own any of this electronic stuff. Like it's all leased, which makes zero sense because if someone rolls up in my house and steals it, I can take them to court and win a lawsuit. So it's kind of weird. It's like, oh, I just sued on behalf of somebody else's company and I'm getting the money. It's kind of weird. But at the same time, like when we spend money on something, we like to have a little bit of personal pride and stuff like that. So it's one of those things. Like once it's mine, it's my property and stuff. I should be able to do with it what I want. Now I get it. Some people do things in ways to like circumnavigate stuff. Some people modify systems so they can illegally do stuff with their systems and things like that. And all these companies, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they have to protect their brand. Like I mean, like Nintendo just locked a dude up for 4 years.
They just sued the Mario Kart people, who was like they owed them 50 million yen for doing the Mario Kart thing in Japan, and Nintendo shut them down. They told them to stop, and they didn't do it. So now they got to pay them $50 million.
Yeah. Sony hurt what's his name back in the PS3 days. GeoHots. Shoot, he's lucky he has a job. he got a job doing what he technically got in trouble for. May one of the exceptions, stuff like that. But like these companies protect they do what they can to protect their brands. And like I may personally have issue with the way they do it sometimes, but I get it. You gotta protect your stuff. Like I work for an IT company and we build custom computers, and we actually have clauses in there saying that the only way you can modify your system, on a hardware level, is you have to do it through us while your warranty is still going. Like if say for example something breaks on your system on your PC, and you're trying to use your warranty for it, we find out that it's been modified, like technically we can charge you all the labor and then some, and it's right there, like it's just one of those things. So I get it. Let's see. All right, so moving on. Next blurb. Respawn Entertainment has a job posting out that points towards a brand new IP. Yeah, Respawn Entertainment. Everyone loves that company. They're the people behind Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, and Titanfall. Like Ed, and I know Ed has.
All great games.
Yeah, Ed has like
Woo-hoo.
ringing things to say about Titanfall. I know that. uh, yeah, they're apparently working on yet another new IP on their website, on the Respawn Entertainment site. A listing for a generalist software engineer is available. Now, I don't really know what that means. Like, it doesn't give me like the most graphical breakdown of what that job is. But basically,
Mhm.
what we can take away from it is that's a giant clue the developer is currently in the early stages of working on a new title, and that's something to be excited for because Respawn has been doing big things lately.
Yeah. Do we think it's another Star Wars title, or do we think it's brand new?
Depending on what genre that they're leaning into, unless it's a new genre they want to try, I think it's another first person shooter. I think
I hope so.
Titanfall.
Mhm.
I think Titanfall probably got a rap because Titanfall 2 didn't sell so well, and I think they're just like, let's get back to what we know and jump into a same genre but just a new idea. So and definitely seeing how successful Apex Legend is, I think they're gonna still stick with the first person shooter because Star Wars Jedi Fallen, Star Wars will only happen because it's a Star Wars title. Respawn comes from Call of Duty, comes from first person shooters. So they haven't experimented doing a different genre of a game. So I think it's just another first person shooter, and I think they'll take ideas from Apex and from Titanfall and just put it under a new name.
Yeah, I think so too, Ed. I think that's really what I want it to be, because as much as I don't like Apex as a battle royale, the gunplay in that game is amazing, and it's up there with
Yeah, it
Titanfall
is.
and Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Like that gunplay is some of the best gunplay in any first person shooter. So it'd be great to see them with that bread and butter to make something brand new. It's gonna be that, or it's gonna be something totally off the wall that we didn't expect. Um, so I'm actually playing Fallen Order right now, so I wouldn't mind if it was another Star Wars game. It was just like, in a different setting or whatever. I'd be like, hey, go ahead and do it, because I will play it day one now. But it's yeah, it's really exciting to see that Respawn's. It's good to see that an EA studio is getting some love. They're not messing up. And even though Titanfall 2 didn't sell that well, it's still loved. It's a loved game. So
I will say that it's it's not the okay. So yes, I'm still bringing my Nintendo stuff into it. It's not the retro games, but they're doing with Metroid Prime 4. Well, all of this crazy talent is coming to Metroid, and we really can't guess what that game is. I think we spy. A lot of us is probably leaning into it, and we're probably leaning into it's a first person shooter. They're probably still going to use the Source engine again, and it may be level based, and it might have like different multiplayer modes. That's what I could pretty much guess what that new IP is, because they haven't shown no interest in doing any other genre of game. So, Nelly, any thoughts? I'm sorry.
Just listening.
Yeah, no, and race in the chat. He mentions that they'll have their work cut out for them because Outriders is coming out. Outriders is coming out in February, and I actually have my eye on that game. Outriders. I didn't have my eye on that game until I saw the latest trailer for it at the Game Awards. There's the one plug I'm giving tonight for the Game Awards. That's the only one.
I'll be good with my Bravely Default 2 and Super Mario 3D World before my life get lost into Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, I cannot wait for that demo next month.
I can't wait for it either.
I'm interested in Outriders, but that's a definitely wait and see how it goes type of game.
They better.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what I was
Division.
saying,
Once
too.
I found out Division was cool, then I was like, okay, I'll jump in now.
Yeah.
I think I went for a $29.99 price point for it.
Yeah, I was I was all for the Division, and then I only played like 20 hours of it. Like it just fell off a cliff for me.
It's only good with other people.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
the
That
way
is true.
You have
Yeah.
to jump in with people and play at the same time,
Mhm.
or else it's not very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because I beat the first and second one single player, and
Really?
yeah, it's a washing machine game, so it's just like I guess it's it's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, and our final news blurb for the evening is about Sony and the DualSense controller. Sony has released the official PS5 controller driver for Linux. I know this is not really a big deal for a lot of our regular audience out there, but there are people.
The nerds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a PC guy, and I don't get down with Linux like that, you know. But actually, this is honestly big news because remember early last month, it was that like the PS5 controller is now compatible with Steam on beta and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So like Sony is actually the fact that Sony is actually rolling this stuff out, and as far as and Sony officially released this DualSense driver, it wasn't third party. They released it. They released the DualSense driver for Linux, allowing the PS5 pad to be used in both USB and Bluetooth mode with the operating system. It also includes the full array of functionality, including rumble, touchpad, the light bar, and motion sensors. And I don't even think the PC version has that just yet. The Steam version has that just yet. But there's no mention about adaptive triggers, and I think that's the one thing everyone's waiting for. Honestly, I don't know if adaptive triggers are going to work for anybody unless Sony, heads up the driver, the driver manufacturing itself. I don't think anybody outside of PlayStation systems are going to be able to use the adaptability of the triggers and stuff like that. I still need to see what it's like and pick up Call of Duty. I still need to see what it's like.
I will.
That'd be nice.
I will say for this story, it's good that Sony is releasing this for people to have more options to play. It feels like when you do a console controller for PC, depending on what kind of player it is, I think the feedback is a lot of people prefer that way of play. There's something comfortable about it than playing some Logitech kind of controller on PC.
Mhm.
There's something about using a Xbox controller or the Switch Pro controller or the Switch Pro. Sorry about that. The Pro controller. Using the PlayStation 4 controller on PC games because I don't know. There's a comfortable level to that.
Yeah.
And it's cool that Sony did this and released it themselves to be like, hey, you want to play your games through Linux? Here's our option. You need some more controllers because it's a good marketing thing to get an extra $70 in their hands
Mhm.
for the controller.
Mhm.
Hey, I need more people to
Yeah.
buy controllers. So if our systems are not available to sell, but we got our controllers out, hey, I play PC stuff.
Honestly,
I-
this
I-
is
I-
this is how all these companies make their money back. They make money back in peripheral sales. This is how they make all their money back. The money they lose on the actual console sales, they make back because the patents are so airtight on the hardware, on the accessories for the hardware and stuff like that. Like they get their money back, and that's why people get upset, when like shoddy merchandise comes out. Like I'm still dreading if my Nintendo Switch is going to have like Joy-Con drift. I'm dreading it because I have a first gen Switch.
I do
Same
too,
here.
actually.
Yeah,
I use my Xenoblade controller, Pro controller, like for everything.
I'm handheld mode, so any day now these Joy-Cons might break, and I'm be walking into
Yeah.
Best Buy with $80 to buy some replacements.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and right
But
now,
first-
Best Buy has it to where like you actually have to like walk up to a station, let them know what you're coming in the store for, and then they'll let you in because
Yeah.
they're doing these different type of restrictions because of COVID and stuff like that. So like you might be waiting out in like sub degree weather, just to get some freaking Joy-Con controllers.
I'll do my stuff online, get there and hook my horn or hit the phone thing, be like, I'm outside, come bring me my
Hey.
stuff. Thank you. And exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and move on here. To get the scoop on all these blurbs, links have been provided in our Twitch stream chat. Go check them out, and then continue the conversation with us on our Twitter page at @PS_Crossroads. All right, so now we can finally break into the official questions from the audience. All right, Austin, do you want to handle these?
Yeah, I'll pull them up real quick.
All right.
So the first one is from Samantha. She asks, hold on, where is it at? Where's it at? So this actually, I think this might have came from the idea of the Kanye West Nintendo story coming out
Oh, jeez.
in the news again.
You mean
lately.
the
So
one that
it-
resurfaced?
Yeah, so resurfaced. What musical artist would you want to have a video game based on, and what would it be? So let's say Kanye West doesn't come out with a game, what musical artist would you want to have a game where they just come out with their own stuff?
Okay, I know Snoop Dogg was supposed to do an open world game with Chicago. I think it was like SWAT. I think that was the game
Mhm.
it was supposed to do, but it ended up getting canceled. I kind of still want to see that Wu-Tang Thrill Kill game that got canceled.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember that.
Wait,
Yeah, it
is
was.
there ever stuff on
It-
that?
yeah. So what happened is the game got canceled, but they made a game called Thrill Kill. So they used the assets from that and turned it into a monster fighting game.
Wait, I thought
Um,
it was I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was Thrill Kill was too violent, so they canceled it,
No.
and then the Wu-Tang. Okay. I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, because Thrill Kill ended up being like bad. I know that there was a guitar, like there was a game that you arcade game that you shot CDs, like it was House of the Dead, from some kind of band.
That was that was the Aerosmith game.
Yeah, that's it. Who I would want to see though, I kind of would like to see like a country star, do something like a country star beat 'em up game.
So
You know, with just-
you got to mess around. Next summer we're gonna hear an announcement. Dolly Parton has a fighting game coming out.
Is it like Konami comes out with like a country style anime looking game, and you're beating people with banjos, guitars,
I mean, Dolly Parton's
tambourines.
got the boobs for that.
Yeah, I would like to see a beat 'em up wacky country like
Johnny
Johnny
Cash.
Cash shooter.
that like Garth Brooks or something.
Everything's slowed down. Everything just kind of like slowed down. Slow motion shooter.
Yeah. Like one of the songs, like one of the levels would be about you in a bar, and the song that they're imitating is Hunky Tonk but Dunk Dunk.
Oh god.
And so you just smacking fools around, like fighting and stuff like that. Like I would love to see that.
I would say because hopefully getting his Grammy and his Nobel didn't give him such a swelled head that he feels like he doesn't have to do anything else. I would like to see based on what he did for that entire Black Panther soundtrack. I would like to see Kendrick Lamar like throw his hat into the gaming development ring.
DJ Hero style or something like that.
Yeah, because definitely not. What was that game? Fuser. I played that game recently, and no.
I'm
Not
pretty
good.
it doesn't have that-
It didn't do it for me. Like I like the ideas and stuff, but it didn't do it for me. Like I don't know. Like I was a hardcore DJ Hero player, and of course, like everyone knows, I play a bunch of music games. So like I was importing the Beatmania DJ series from Japan to play on PS2 and stuff like that. So you either need to have like a really good DJ experience, which DJ Hero technically is not a real DJ experience, but
Yeah.
but it's a very good mock-up of it because I have messed around with the equipment before, or you have something like Beatmania 2DX where it's more arcadey and has a high level of difficulty. You know, so it's
Can you see a Kendrick Lamar make my video Sega CD style FMV?
oh god, please don't do those. No, please don't do those. We need to leave those in the past. Leave those in the past. I do love music games. This is a wonderful question. I do love music games. So I'd probably say another artist that I wouldn't mind seeing is probably I would say like one of my favorite DJs like Diplo or Cascade or somebody like that. But honestly, I think what we should see more is more songwriters and music producer talents. Because I mean, last game I can think of that was music related that someone had their name on was Timbaland. Like that was the last thing I can remember off the top of my head.
Well,
Britney Spears
did you
had
play?
the game.
What now?
Yeah,
Did you
Britney
not
Spears
play
had
the
a-
greatest game of all time?
What?
Michael Jackson that came out on
50
Wii.
Cent's Blood on the Sand.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Saints Row
You know what? I
High.
did. I did play that, and then I couldn't recommend that
I
game
love
to.
that game.
I couldn't recommend that game to any customers at GameStop after I played it.
I love that game. Like, I think that game came out when I was 12 years old, so it was like it spoke to me in different ways.
I
Now
know
I'm
it
going
was.
back
It was.
to it.
I know a lot of people say it was better than the first 50 Cent game.
Oh yeah, yeah, it definitely was.
It
I will say that it
Um,
definitely was. I will say that.
Bulletproof was Bulletproof the first one?
Bulletproof,
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. It was not good.
Blood, blood.
Which I must say, I put on my Twitter thing, because I was watching Letterkenny, and they had LeRon's Bulletproof, and I was just dancing along. I was like, I love this song.
Was it the remix or was it the
That song
original?
got ruined for me though because of a TikTok, and I'm not gonna go into it.
Okay,
but
pl-
it did ruin that song.
Please don't, and please don't mention that TikTok that was in chat last night either.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
we had to keep that one strictly in the Crossroads chat. Not even Boss Rush proper has seen that one.
Bruh.
All right.
So my game's kind of been already made, but I want it to be more specific. So Brutal Legend, Jack Black, Rockstar, all the Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. I want a Tenacious D game. I want Tenacious D, Jack and Kyle just fighting Satan with the power of rock. I just want it. That's all I want is that game specifically.
Yeah, it was a good setup, and who knows? Because I mean, Jack Black and Tim Schafer aren't they teaming up right now for the latest Psychonauts sequel? Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black is a voice in Psychonauts, which of course they work together on Brutal Legend,
Mhm.
and so and then Jack Black's doing a lot of stuff on YouTube, like doing the Jablinski games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's still possible that we see a Tenacious D game. I think it could still happen, or a Brutal Legend 2.
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible.
Yeah.
Nelly,
Actually, I just want another Dance Central game.
Dance Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
That features like a lot of, pretty much dancing.
I need.
But I know it's not going to happen because Connect has been discontinued. So, I mean, I know it's
Well, actually, no, they could still do it because of the adaptive controller from Microsoft. Why not? Why not be able to do it? You got a controller that you could plug different things in, so that even though disabled people could play, I think people who are not disabled, I think they still could use the adaptive controller and still be able to move, be able to connect your Joy-Cons and move on with Dance Central. Like, you have ways to do it.
I think the only problem though is like they messed around too long and they let Ubisoft like scoop them with Just Dance.
Yeah.
which I don't understand. Shut up.
It's still on Wii for some reason. On the regular Wii.
It was on the 360 for a minute, but
Yeah.
Like they've already got like 2 games planned for next year.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
shut up
Just so you
now.
know, Just Dance 2024 already announced.
And people will be buying it on Switch.
All right, what's our next question?
This is from Reggie. He asked, "What is your most anticipated game for 2021?"
Oh God, I have at least 3 already. I have at least 3.
Mass Effect is one.
Now, if I say
Okay,
just
4,
PlayStation,
Oh.
only pick from PlayStation.
Only pick from
Does that
PlayStation?
help?
Returnal.
Returnal.
Yep,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Returnal.
Me-
And it sucks too because Returnal and Monster Hunter Rise come out the same day. It sucks.
Ooh.
Oops.
So I'm going to be spending $108. Well, no, $60. It's already paid.
Because you already
for
pre-ordered. Yeah, I need to pre-order Monster Hunter
Yeah.
Rise.
So Returnal, I'm going to buy. I'm gonna get that one. Right now what is that? It got delayed, but they showed it in the state of play with that girl who was beating up stuff.
Kena?
Like she was in the forest, Kena or something like
Yeah,
that.
Kenna. Yeah,
Oh,
Kenna.
There you go.
yeah.
That one.
It looks like that one's coming. It looks like that one's coming out. Honestly, all of PS5's lineup is I'm excited for Ratchet and Clank, Kenna, Returnal. But Returnal is definitely the one that I'm most amped for right now.
Horizon Zero Dawn too. is definitely my
Yeah.
jam.
Mhm.
I'm definitely looking
Yep.
forward to. And there was some, there was a ninja. I gotta rewatch that State of Play because there was also that ninja one with that kind of like indie looking thing.
Ninja.
It
You talking about the? It was first person, right? Because it's done. Because it's
no,
done by. Because it's done by Shinji Mikami. Are you talking about
no,
that
not
one?
that
Not that one.
one.
Okay.
No,
Ghostwire Tokyo?
Yeah,
not
Ghostwire
that one.
Tokyo is
No.
the one. Is the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
This one had like it was kind of a art. It's a certain art style. It's if anyone know the Taito game called the Ninja Kids, and you look at their eyes, it has that eye thing, but it look like it's a mixture of puppeteer and paper cachet kind of thing. It
Mhm.
has a certain style look to it. It's an
Oh,
indie game, and I cannot think of it. It was in that State of
I
Play
think
in June,
Wait.
and
You
I
talking
was
about? Are
like,
you talking
oh
about one that's like really cartoony? Are you talking like it looks like puppet theater, right?
yeah, oh
I
my
I know what you yeah, I know what you're talking about because that was also God. You know what? Keep talking. I'm looking it up right now. Keep talking.
It
yeah.
takes two?
No. Even though
No, not
even though I
that.
want to
Not
play that
oh,
one,
not
I
that.
want to play that one.
Oh no, I want to push that one into the toilet seat and just close the door. No.
wait, is
Um,
it the one? Is it the one that looks like? Is it Balan Wonderworld?
no, that's the Sega one.
Okay.
That one's coming to Switch, and I'll probably get that. Um, and the one that Capcom did, which what it looked at almost like
I I need more of that one though. Like I mean, I'm interested in it, but I need more of it.
yeah, the one that Capcom did that looked like Vanquish, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was thinking Deathloop, but that's probably not it.
no, Deathloop is Bethesda, which is that looks
Yeah.
interesting. But
That's it.
I need to find the name of it. Or rewatch the State of Play because that one really looked good. I tell you that State of Play sold me more on the PS5 than Microsoft did
Oh,
for
Yeah.
their.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
definitely.
I literally do like LeRon when I see. I thank you for reminding me of Returnal because when I see it, I was just like, I need this. But I didn't remember the name, but I was just like, I need this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean for real. Jeez,
But
I
I
can't
know I
find this
want to
game.
play.
Keep talking.
I want to play Little Nightmares, of course. I'm playing Resident Evil
That's
8.
the one. Little Nightmares. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
Little
it.
Oh, Little
Nightmares.
Little
Nightmares.
Okay.
Nightmares. That's
Okay.
the one.
This
Because
is the sequel, correct? This is the
because
sequel, right? That's coming out.
isn't the one where a home dude like grabbed a little sword and like ran through the forest and also
Forest.
this giant ass bear showed up. That's the one,
I
right?
know there is a demo for it if you want to play it.
Where?
Hmm.
Where?
Mhm.
Where?
I saw people playing it. Hold on, let me see if it's on the PlayStation Store.
I need this.
Breaking
Yeah,
news.
Little Nightmares. I remember looking at the first game and really thinking it was cool, and then
So this is a
I was
sequel.
shocked that
This is a
the second
sequel.
A
I
one.
didn't
lot of
even
people
know.
about that.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I think Nelly, you was talking about it that it got was it announced when was it announced on one of the Switch Directs or did they just announce it like a regular trailer?
I think it was a regular trailer.
Okay, because I
Okay.
mentioned
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know because I mentioned you talked about it and you was hyped for it and I'm just like when did they announce this like and I probably have to go
Mhm.
deep dive
I
into
think
it.
it was in the State of Play.
It was in State of
Probably
Play.
so.
Yeah.
Where are people getting this demo from, though? Wait.
Yeah. You tell me.
I wonder if it's PC or
Maybe early access. Maybe you have to get it
It's saying pre-order,
subscribed or
but I've
whatever.
seen people on YouTube playing it.
Mhm.
hmm.
Hmm.
They probably have some type of early access or something. Something's going on.
Yeah, you know it'd be the big names. So
Yeah. All right. Well.
PewDiePie's probably got one.
I didn't know he was. Shut up.
Well, that he was back on.
So,
That he was back on Twitch. That he was back on Twitch.
So
No. I'm about to say I know he was
there's
still popular, but okay.
Yeah, he's still popular.
the 2021 games I'm most looking forward to, and these are strictly just for me.
Mhm.
These are my type of games, and that's Far Cry 6 with the boss storyline. I cannot wait for
Yeah.
Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Boss Childhood. And then Giancarlo Esposito. I mean, he's gonna be in it, and it looks absolutely awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Gotham Knights, assuming that it comes out this year,
Yeah.
because I'm a big into Arkham. and then Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga with all the Lego Star Wars games. Because yes,
Oh.
I still play Lego games.
I thought that
love
was
them.
already out. I thought they did one of those.
Nah.
So no, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
It's
9.
it's the Skywalker saga.
Ooh.
It's the
Yeah,
Skywalker
and
saga.
They
I might play that then.
yeah, it's all HD now. They've like remastered the old ones and put them all together now. So
Wouldn't it be funny if that game come out and it just sells completely on Switch like cuckoo bunker numbers? Because the Lego game always sells
I might
on
get
Switch.
it on Switch honestly, just to play Lego Star Wars on the go.
Yeah,
all
it's
the
not-
time. I'd be down.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like you need hardware to push that game.
Mm-mm.
Well, no, man,
Well, that is true.
it looks really pretty. Is Force Awakens on Switch? Lego Star Wars Force Awakens?
I think they
No.
I thought they don't have it in the reboot trilogy. You know, like in a collection like that.
They may have. I might have to check my Switch.
Because so what they did, they really were just trying to get money out of this one because they made a game specifically for Force Awakens. And then now are redoing the whole where you're gonna get 8 and 9 as well in it. Which I don't care to play 8 and 9 all that much in the Lego game, but it's Lego Star Wars, so I'll play it.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
I will
There's
say the
another
game
Lego
is really,
Caribbean game. I'll be happy.
Oh yeah, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean one too.
We don't have a date for it. I just realized I never actually said the actual games. I only said Returnal and but Returnal, Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, the Monster Hunter Rise, and Monster Hunter Stories, and of course Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and there was one other game that came to mind, and I forgot about it just as quickly. Shoot, but yeah, I mean, of course, everyone knows I'm like Monster Hunter guy, so you know. And I will admit, I was not really excited at first when I heard the announcement for it, but the more and more I looked at it, and like when the proper trailer came out for it during the Nintendo Direct, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to buy this Monster Hunter game. And also the upcoming Monster Hunter game is setting me up for the Monster Hunter podcast show for Boss Rush Games. So yeah, so there we go.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for more Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
especially on Switch.
Yeah, me too, because I love it. It's fun. I do love what World introduced to Monster Hunter. It's amazing what World did for Monster Hunter, because this is something for a guy who's been playing the Monster Hunter series for 15 years now. Like this is kind of what we wanted. And yeah, I understand. There's a lot of people out there that still kind of like the legacy playstyle there, that was generated from Monster Hunters 1 through 4.
Yeah.
But I have a terrible time going back playing the old games now. I'm just talking about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate or Monster Hunter Generations. Like I just have a hard time playing it. So yeah, so as long as
There's no way I'm going back to Monster Hunter on 3DS at this point.
me neither.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
but you
Oh,
gotta
3DS.
give it up to Capcom for Monster Hunter 4. It got a lot of people into the series.
Yep, that's true. Nelly, what was your list?
Oh,
Besides Resident Evil, which I feel like the leaks for Resident Evil: The Village, I feel like the leaks have changed Capcom's timetable, so we're probably going to see that. We're probably going to see it earlier than we expected.
you know what? I haven't seen any leaks.
Good.
So-
Don't because oh, you weren't on the show when we talked about it, but there's massive leaks out there, and like up to and including the ending.
I know.
Like, be careful.
I know.
I know you mentioned the story, LeRon, but I haven't seen no leaks neither. I didn't even know that game got leaked. I'm like, wait a minute, you leaked a cutscene or something? Because I'm like, I haven't seen no gameplay or nothing about this game.
Definitely
How
stay
the heck
in the
did you
dark.
leak it?
Definitely stay in
well,
the
it
dark
was-
because I've seen screenshots. I didn't see gameplay. I
Yeah.
didn't see footage like video, but I definitely saw screenshots.
Well,
Like,
let's just put it this way. It was coincidental that information comes out, and the next day Capcom put some official stuff out. On their website, on the
Yeah.
Resident Evil 8 website. So like it's coincidental. So I think whatever damage these people are doing with their leaks is causing Capcom to change its timetable, and that's gonna suck because I hope they don't turn some of their games into like games as a service. Because that could ruin their sales.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
say it again.
Uh,
Who won?
I'm hoping that because of what's going on with damages that Capcom is trying to shore up from these leaks and stuff, that
Mhm.
it's going to change when they want to release their games. I guarantee you, Street Fighter Six has probably moved up already. Street Fighter Six has probably moved up. They probably would have wanted more time because like we're still in the middle of COVID, so they can't put it on a proper like tournament track and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
my hope is that like Capcom still is able to do their thing and not release these games like in a semi completed state, and then they want it becoming software as a service, because that will really kill their sales. And Capcom's been on the rise for like the last 3 years. Like, I mean, the year that Monster Hunter World came out, and we had Monster Hunter World, Resident Evil 2, that year. That was a calendar year, and then Devil May Cry and
2019.
Devil May Cry finished that year. That was a calendar year for Capcom.
Yeah,
Oh,
because 2018 to 19,
Mhm.
because I think Monster Hunter was December or January.
Monster Hunter was January.
January.
Resi-
Devil May Cry was in
It was at the end of the.
March.
Wait, was it March? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Devil May.
Yeah.
'Cause I-
Because Resident Evil 2 was January. Monster Hunter was February.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter was February, and Devil May Cry was, I want to say March or April. I don't feel like it was that close. I don't feel like it was that close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they did the demo in
Mhm.
January or February, and then in March they released it. It was
And-
that third.
And a couple of months before Resident Evil 2 remake was out, they did Mega Man 11. And that's honestly what started that whole thing. Mega Man 11, because Mega Man 11 came out, and not a lot of people bought it at first, but when Resident Evil 2 remake came out,
Mhm.
everybody's like, oh, Capcom's onto something. They went back and purchased Mega Man 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they realized that Mega Man 11 is not that good.
What are you talking about?
Mega Man 11 is not that good.
Mega Man,
It's a change.
Mega Man 11,
It's a-
Mega Man 11 is better than Mega Man 7.
That is true.
That's true. That's
But
true.
either way, it boils down to I haven't seen any leaks. But there is an account that I follow on Twitter,
Mhm.
and I had to mute them because they was like, "Here's all the leaks." I was
There you
like,
go. There you go.
Run! Run!
I was like, "Nope."
There you go.
Muted. That's it. But I do. Of course, I'm playing Resident Evil Village.
Mhm.
Playing Deathloop. I'm playing.
Oh,
Ratchet and
definitely.
Clank.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Little Nightmares, of course. And what was? I know I'm playing Kenna. It was one more. Oh. Hopefully it released, because it was supposed to be released this year. I want to play Dying Light 2.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you think
Okay,
you think it
they-
might not be released next year? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, they returned back to. They announced that they're back on working on the game because it went into indefinite status. So now they're back to working the game. So they may be reworking it. I'm assuming maybe fall of 2021 or like around October. I think they're gonna try to drop it then. Because I think the game looked like it was done, but something something happened financially for them to shelve it, for them to fix it.
I'm so excited for that game.
Yeah, Dying
And
Light was a special game. Special game.
Ed,
I,
Dying
still-
Light-
I have it for Xbox, and I have it for PlayStation 4. That's how much I love that game.
Did I tell you that I got the same thing? And when Toys R Us went out of business, I snagged those games for free. So I just like threw them in my bag, just like I'm leaving.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
when the final day that we was closing, girl, I moved the Xbox Series, not Series S, Xbox Slim out, like 25 Nintendo games, Xbox games. And I was moving the crap. I think I saved me around $735 some dollars.
I know that's right.
why weren't refunds around then?
You
Trust
need
me.
to tell me Toys R Us went out of business?
Y'all know I would have hooked y'all up with everything.
Ed, we haven't heard from you. Like, what are your highly anticipated games in 2021? And I know you're highly anticipated for Mass Effect Legendary Edition whenever they announce it from Nintendo. I know you are.
I'm going to play on I'm thinking of doing it still on PlayStation
Mhm.
because I have the trilogy on PlayStation. And yeah, I brought the DLC, the ones on Xbox, but like the original one I did on trilogy, I did on PS3. So I'll probably do the because I want to see Mass Effect 1. That's the reason that I want to play. I want to see what the heck they did with Mass Effect 1. Did they redo this game? And is it worth, going back to revisit?
I
Um,
I do want to see what they've done in Mass Effect 1, but I'm not amped to play that one. I'm actually amped to play Mass Effect 2 again.
two, two is one of those yeah, two is one of those games that I want to visit, but I don't want to touch it until like you, LeRon, uh, or just like someone play it and talk about it. Like I don't want to touch two
Mhm.
until I go all the way through one
Okay.
because it's like because I feel like one needs to work. Two is like perfect. It's literally a classic. Yeah, make it look faster, put it in 60 frames. I feel like the shooting
Yeah.
needs to be like Mass Effect 3.
You,
I enjoy the gameplay in Mass Effect 3.
you know what?
Um,
I swear I might cheat because I might just load up the digital comic, make those fast choices, and get right to Mass Effect 2.
right.
What?
I understand what Ed's saying
LeRon.
though, because like Mass Effect 2, you can go back and still play it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And same with 3. But 1 is rough. So if 1 gets like totally revamped and is like plays like if it plays like Andromeda almost, if it plays that kind of, it looks that good.
That would be my
Hey,
wish.
I'm in. I'm in.
If Mass Effect the original Mass Effect has a complete facelift, I will play it again. Even though I am dragging all sorts of ass trying to finish my 4K playthrough on PC of Mass Effect. If that game surprises me, I will play it again.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see, and I know this sucks. It really, really sucks. I want to see what Japan Studios got planned for PlayStation 5, but a lot of team members are leaving it, and I'm really fearful if they close Japan Studio, I literally might be want to be done with Sony because I feel like I keep calling their Nintendo stuff, and I feel like they just do something very original, or creative, and I feel like if they let them go, man, I don't know. But
Wait!
I don't think
Japan
they'll
Studio?
ever.
yeah, so Japan Studio, who made Shadow of the Colossus,
Mm-hmm.
Ico, The Last Guardian, who they a lot of people are leaving their studio. A lot of big team leads are leaving their studio, and so it may be on the verge of closing next year. Um, and if that happens, it's just like, man, Sony, what did you guys do for them to make people leave? And I think it's because they wasn't marketing them or like really believing. I know there's a story that Sony is thinking about investing more into Western companies and games and stuff. And I'm just like, you are a Japanese company. Why are you not working with Japanese studios? Is it do Nintendo
Well,
has a big hold on that, or is like is no one really looking at Team Japan studios and stuff? Because I really want to see what
well,
they have for their next for PlayStation 5.
they won't get rid of them just because I mean that they work hand in hand. Like they do the Astros games as well.
Mhm.
They did Astros Playroom, and they did Knack, of course, and then Gravity Rush. So they're always going to be a part of them. I think they might just be on a short leash after the last Guardian thing that didn't sell well, didn't get critically acclaimed well, and overall it took them a long time to develop. I think maybe that's why they might be on a shorter leash, but I don't think you're gonna see them go away.
I hope
Um,
not.
they're just gonna be. I think they're gonna be one of those studios that might go help another team build, or they might stay with Sony. And I mean, they said there will be no Astro sequel, even though people are asking for it.
Aww. Aww.
They already like there's no plans for an Astro sequel. But, I
Aww.
mean, hey, we get it. I would love a Gravity Rush 3, but I don't think we'll get that
Same.
either.
Same.
Yeah.
But so I you won't see them go anywhere, but they're not. I don't think you're gonna see their last Guardian type game. for a long time, if
I
ever.
I do remember hearing that the Last Guardian like had lackluster sales, and a lot of people who wanted the game, like they were really disappointed in what they got. And I'm not sure if it was the romanticism of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus that kind of ruined this. Um, you know, um, I've watched some people play it, but I wasn't 100% invested in Shadow. I like Shadow of the Colossus, but I wasn't 100% invested in Ico. So when Last Guardian was coming around, I was like, I'll pass on this. Like, I don't even think it hit my radar that I was gonna get it.
I think it's one of the delays really hurt it because a lot of people really love how it was going to be when it first showed off and people wanted it, but the delays continually hurt it. It doesn't get a cyberpunk pass, but um, yeah.
That's a good topic to talk about one night. What gives what is it that gives certain developers that knack to to survive a delay crisis? Like, for example, see Project Red is surviving a crisis right now. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I thought I had my messenger turned off.
Look, one of the things I would say to that question is overlooked. You know, Grand Theft Autos always gets overlooked for everything, and they develop those games terrible. Like everybody overlooks those games because it's an open world game and they know the franchise. But they never complain about the driver. They don't complain about the shooting. They don't complain about some of the bugs and the character models. Like, oh, it's an open world game, but you can't really go into no place besides a barbershop or a gun shop. And it's just like they always get overlooked because they're rock star. Even with Red Dead Redemption, and I know people won't probably come for me. That's why they always get overlooked for all of that. But something as good as Sleeping Dogs, that's like great story, great gameplay. They did everything right, and people was just like, nah, it's just an open world game. It's okay. It's no Grand Theft Auto. And it always happens to certain companies
well,
because of their name of a developer. They they get that pass because people overlooked a lot of their problems,
Well, that's the
and
thing.
they
That's the
never
thing
thought
about it.
about.
Everybody wants to be the king. So, like, the problem is, like, for example, because I enjoyed Sleeping Dogs. Like, man, that was like it was like a refreshing. It was a refreshing experience for me. And like, I don't always say that a lot. Like, Sleeping Dogs were a refreshing experience for me. Just like Bayonetta was a refreshing experience for me in games of that genre and stuff like that. But everybody wants to topple the king. So, like, for an example of Sleeping Dogs and Saints Row, like, they're coming for Grand Theft Auto. In the eyes of Bayonetta, technically, like, Bayonetta is not really competing for Devil May Cry's crown. Like, Bayonetta is Devil May Cry's crown. This is what happens when you let the original developers do their thing and stay with their franchises. Uh,
Let me rephrase that. This is what happens when you let Nintendo comes in and make sure that your stuff is on track.
no,
Oh,
because
oh,
no.
because
Hold on, because I'm talking about Bayonetta the franchise. Like, I'm not talking about
okay,
Bayonetta 2. I'm not talking about Bayonetta 2 because Bayonetta 1, basically made me. I hated Devil May Cry by the time the first Bayonetta game came out. So that means I love the original Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 2, terrible. Devil May Cry 3, redemption, but not completely redeemable. Devil May Cry 4, what were you doing?
I have to
and
purchase
it,
a run moment. What? No.
and then Bayonetta comes out, and it was like, man, like, why couldn't it be like this? And that's really what it is. So, Nintendo does have a bit to play in it with Bayonetta 2. I enjoyed Bayonetta 2, but I still think Bayonetta 1 was better.
I think Bayonetta 2 was way better. Clean, like, funny, writing was good, different options of gameplay, and plus
Bayonetta 2 story was convoluted. It was.
Bayonetta
I'm
1
not.
story was convoluted.
But I was actually able to keep track of it better though. I was. Bayonetta 2 story, it is. But I'm not knocking the game
Me neither.
where Bayonetta, in my opinion, is if the first Bayonetta was a 10, Bayonetta 2 is a 9.5.
Really, I was
I,
surprised.
but I will say this though, I love their hair in Bayonetta 2.
And as you can see, we probably both agree that DMC Devil May Cry is like the best out of the whole franchise.
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes, I will say that I enjoyed DMC Devil May Cry. But we're getting off on a tangent here because we
Yeah,
need to get
sorry,
ready
buddy.
to roll right into our big topic, which is the Crossroads PlayStation Podcast wrap up of 2020. All right, so let me just go ahead and set this up for everybody out there that's listening to us right now, guys. 2020 sucked. I mean, it did. There's just no way to deny that. But the one thing I will say about this year, 2020, is that we got a lot of fun and amazing and phenomenal games this year. Games helped see us through this crazy year, and like I said earlier, like I'm hoping Santa gave like 2020 the worst lump of coal he could find in the bottom of that sack. You know. All right, but unfortunately though, this crew of dual shockers, us guys that you love so much over at Crossroads, we really didn't play a lot of 2020 games. So please don't come for us in the mentions too hard. So we're just going to devote the rest of this segment to telling you all what we did play this year, what games you may want to give a look at, and our overall impressions of gaming in 2020. All right, Ed, we're gonna let you start first. What did you play this year? Oh,
Okay.
and I know you have like a list that rivals the Ten Commandments tablet. So
So I'm just gonna do my list first, and then I'm gonna talk more what I did with Nintendo and Xbox because I played those two. So for PlayStation, like this is just straight dedicated to PlayStation. So everybody, you know, just bear with me. I played Knack. I played Knack, Everybody Goes to the Rapture, Soma, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2, Nino Kuni 2, Dragon Quest 11, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Grand Theft Auto 3, Welcome Melee 2, Heavy Rain, Detroit Becomes Human, Infamous Second Son, Hyper Light Drifter, I Am Setsuna, Judgment, Legend of Edenal, Kingdom Hearts 3, Little Witch Academia, Chamber of Time, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, Next Machina, Rad, Secret of Mana Remake, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Hondo, Soul Eater, TMNT, Mutant Manhattan, Telsa vs. Lovecraft, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, Yakuza Zero, Yooka-Laylee, and the Impossible Lair, Onimusha Worlds, Time Spinner, Ease, Memories of Zelda, and Final Fantasy 7. So those are all the games that I played.
oh my
But
god, wait, how many was that?
35.
Oh, by the way,
So
for everybody out there in the audience, like Ed does this. Like you should hear him on Pal Block. Like you ask him for 3 games, he gives you 300.
and I'm going to address everybody because I know people say that I'm very opinionated. I play a lot of games to bring these opinions. So I'm going to bring that to the table. If you want to come at me, please be on my level of playing that many games on one system alone. And then triple that with 2 other systems added on. But for PlayStation, like definitely for 2020, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Good night. The soundtrack is amazing. This orchestrated remix sound. I was telling LeRon, I'm like the hip hop chocobo stuff. I cracked up every
Yes,
time I hit
the
it.
radio song. Yes, the radio
Yes,
song.
yes. I put on my Twitter page that it sounds like Mr. K from Sonic 2. When then it's like the chocobo music come on. And it's just like, oh my good, I laugh, but I love it. I put it in Tifa's cafe in a bar.
I did
Nothing
too.
but
I did that too.
yes. But this orchestra, this animation, the fighting is good, but I hate the camera. The cameras are like one of the problems that I have with it. I didn't expect Final Fantasy 7 Remake to be this good. I knew it was gonna be a phenomenal game, what everybody talked about, but I was just like, I spent hours in one day playing this game, and I truly love it. I was shocked. Um, Ghost of Tsushima, I I probably got 15 to 25 pictures on this game alone.
Mhm.
Same with Paper Mario also. But I was just like, this area looks beautiful. These colors, these leaves. Like, the gameplay is basic. That doesn't surprise nobody. The open world stuff is still basic too. It was weird though. It's an off-putting game at times because the world would look beautiful, your character model would look beautiful, but then the NPCs would look like Blood with Tail from PlayStation 2 by Sega. That's a game based off of a comic. It's just like, ooh, these character models look like a Ubisoft game, and that's bad. Um, yeah, The Last of Us Part Two was good, but that was a long game. Once again, Naughty Dog, edit your games. Stop making stuff too long that doesn't need to be there. Like they really could have just did Abby's story, got to a certain point where they caught up with Joel, and then just went on from there and ended it. They just made the game too long. But good areas, good lighting. The lighting in that game is phenomenal. Good. They got some good beats into it and stuff. Um, for Xbox, I explore Ori 2. Such a beautiful game. Like it, I got the collection
Mm-hmm.
from GameStop, and just like the collection is amazing, but the gameplay is so much good. It's just so much better in that game. Uh, I tried a little bit of Doom Eternal. That one was fine. But yeah, Ori 2, and I got Gears Tactics, and I can't wait to start it. For PlayStation, I do still got Yakuza, the Dragon one, but I need to install it and play that. For Switch though, man, I played Tokyo Mirage Session, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, uh, Animal Crossing, Clubhouse Games, Xenoblade Chronicles DX, Murder by Numbers, Foregone. I'm playing Transistor right now. That is not a good game, but it's okay for what it is. I prefer Hades. Um, the Mario games, like Hyrule Warriors. Oh my goodness, I think that game crushes Cyberpunk. I'm sorry, that game crushes Cyberpunk. Because of the story, the gameplay, and it's actually functional. It runs. It doesn't chug along or something. But yeah, those are some of the games that I've played. I probably have more to go.
Real,
But yeah,
real quick. I have a legal note. Like Cyberpunk 2077 plays well on any system that's not a 7-year-old launch console.
but
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
but but if you still have bugs even on your powerful systems, that
Every,
means that you still got problems.
every game. Okay, let me ask you a question. This is where it's gonna make or break this. Are these bugs on the same level that Control had?
No, Control didn't have no bugs. Control had technical problems of like the way that if when you pause and come back and stuff and it freezes
It
and
freezes a
everything
little
and
bit.
go the technical problems is the only thing. Control blows Cyberpunk out the water.
Okay,
Literally blows it out the water.
okay.
Like the game is functional. It's functional on any console that you play it on. You can play Control better on Switch through the cloud than you can play Cyberpunk on anything.
Which I have problems with the cloud gaming, but we can say that for another show. We
Yeah.
can say it for Boss Rush podcast or something. Um,
Yeah,
okay,
but that's just a little taste of what I've been playing.
okay.
Not too much.
Nelly, what'd you play this year?
What did I play this year? I actually played Control. I played Cyberpunk. I played.
Wait, hold on, pause. Which game did you enjoy better between the two, Control or Cyberpunk?
I'm actually enjoying Cyberpunk more because I do like that whole like robotic world. So.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You're all in for the Cyberpunk stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, do you know how many times I played Deus Ex? That's a Cyberpunk game, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
That is
Yes.
another. I played Human Revolution, and I'm about to start Mankind Divided. I
Mm-hmm.
just bought it last week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I also played Dying Light. I also played The Sims. I mean, that's just my escape game. I played Resident Evil 2.
Rise of
I,
the Tomb Raider.
again, you
You
played
beat.
Resident Evil 2 again?
Yes, Resident Evil 2, 3. I played. I started playing a remake. I have like the whole Resident Evil collection. I beat 5 again for no reason with a buddy. I played the whole trilogy of Tomb Raider. I
Mhm.
played
Did
Uncharted.
you beat Shadow, right?
I'm towards the end.
Okay.
She just met up with Noah again. Not Noah. I call that boy Noah. Jonah.
Jonah. Yeah.
After you
That
just
world looks beautiful.
yes. After you destroy the helicopter and you can go to that other village.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. What else did I play? I played some of Second Son.
Mm-hmm.
I played First Light and Some
You said
other.
Watch Dogs Legions, right?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Watch Dogs Legion and Watch Dogs 2. Yes. Can't forget
Now,
those.
do you like Watch Dogs or Cyberpunk better?
That's a hard That is a
I
hard
did not get
I
down
would
that
say
one.
this.
Uh, uh,
I
uh,
would say this. I like Watch Dogs. I like Watch Dogs 2. I'm not really feeling Legions, but I like Watch Dogs 2.
See, Austin's about to have me come through the internet for him.
right. I'm like,
Now, I'm not talking about you, LeBron. I know which one you like better. I'm talking about Nelly, though. Nelly, this is a hard decision for Nelly.
that's like saying, do you like Deus Ex or Cyberpunk?
Which one do you like? Okay, never mind. You said you can't choose, so we'll let it go. We'll let it go.
I mean, even if you said, like, you got 10 seconds, so we clear out the bank account. Hey, I can't choose. Because it's still Cyberpunk.
All right, Austin, you're up. What'd you play this year?
So I have quite a big list of games, but I narrowed it down. So
Bless you. We love you.
The shade.
So the four. I only played 4 games on the PlayStation for 2020. They came out in 2020. The first one was Twin Breakers because I had to support my boy Colin Moriarty.
Oh no! Did he freeze?
Did he freeze?
He froze.
Am I freezing?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
froze
you
us
You,
now.
you
Oh,
keep
okay.
frosty right
All
now.
right, so
Oh,
last
okay.
thing we heard was you had to give it up to your boy Colin Moriarty.
Yeah, so I definitely had to support that. I played it on Vita and played it on PS4. There's not very many Brick Breaker games out there, so I was like, this is actually really cool that he's actually putting this one out.
Mhm.
And then of course they played Fall Guys on the the madness that was Fall Guys. And actually my wife Katie played quite a bit of it as well. I screamed, I cursed a lot, a lot. My wife said that's an understatement. So, but and then I played Madden 21, and wow, I'm glad that I was able to get my money back on that because
Wow.
Wow.
it was that bad.
Yeah.
It was definitely a reskin of Madden 20, and so I
The
actually went
online?
back and played Madden 20.
Was it just the online or just everything?
Everything. So I don't know if you saw the stories that were coming out, but there was literally like Madden 18 logos in the stands. Like there was, it was like it was
So
completely
what?
reskinned.
So that happened, but FIFA for Switch has been the same game for the last 5 years,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
have.
I mean, it's been like that for a while, and I just now all I do now is I get on EA Access. I did the $30 EA Access, and now I will just get Madden 21 whenever it comes to that, and hopefully it'll be fixed by then. But I'm not spending $60 on a Madden game anymore after this one. This is my final straw.
I'm shocked after all these
They always
years you
have
had
fun.
been playing. I'm shocked after all these years you had been playing $60 for those games. Like shoot,
Well,
I'd barely
to
wait
be
for him to
fair,
drop the $30.
I played it so much, and then I played it with my brothers for the longest time. It was just like it was basically tradition. It was like we always buy the new Madden, we always buy the NBA 2K, and I haven't bought 2K in a few years, but then Madden we always bought, and then it just kind of like now it hit me. I was like, I don't need to do this anymore. I
Everybody
really
wants
don't need to-
everybody wants that NFL 2K for 1999 edition to come back. Like how that just destroyed Madden. Everybody wants that to come back.
2K4 and 2K5 are still my favorite NFL games outside of NFL Street 2 that's ever came out, and I still think that those simulation wise, those games still hold up to this day. I've played them on PS2, and they still hold up to this day. The crib mode, unlocking like the paper football and ice hockey and all that stuff in there, it was fun. But anyway. So I played that, and then I played Black Ops, of course, and I am getting more into it. It is getting slowly better, but I don't think it's as good as Modern Warfare. And then I knocked off a lot of games off my backlog, but the 7 big ones were Persona 5.
Nice.
So that was the one that took me
Are you
over 100 hours.
are you even gonna mess
My
with?
wife-
Are you gonna mess with Royal or Strikers?
I will play Strikers and I will play Royal, but it will be a couple of years from now because my wife would not stop. She gave me so much crap for Persona 5. She's like, this is the most boring game. You know, it's a JRPG. It's not fun to watch. It's not a fun game to watch people play.
Mhm.
So,
I have the original one because I bought the $100 collection, and
So
I
did I.
have
you get the
I have
bag
one-
and everything.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
Royals. I need to start Roy. I've been debating should I finish 5 and then go do Royals again, knowing, or should I just go do Royals and take
So
PS the original
my
one.
my friend Nick, shout out to Nick from Land Party. He has played Persona 5 2 or 3 times through and Royal twice through now. And he said just go to Royal. If anyone started, he said just go to Royal. Because they make a lot of new additions to the game, and then you'll get all the story all at once rather than, because it's like Persona 4, you know, you played it and then now you have to go through all that story again to get to the new stuff. So he's like, you might as well just play Royal.
Right.
Bendy and the Ink Machine was another one that I knocked off my list this year. I really like that game. It's a horror game inside an old abandoned cartoon studio. It was like perfect. Didn't play very well, but I really like the story and the setting. Assassin's Creed Origins. I finally got through the first one. Now I got to go to Odyssey and Valhalla. Logan and Nick were riding on me for ever since I've known them to play the new Assassin's Creed games, and so I finally I did beat Origins.
Which reminds me, I also beat Breath of the Wild. So.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
And then Donut County. That was an indie game I missed from last year. I finally got to play it on this one. That was super fun. I don't know if any of you all played that game.
I've been interested to buy it. I've been wanting to get more people's opinion of should I get it or not.
I really like it. I think I beat it in maybe 2 hours. It didn't take very long to beat, but it was just it's very funny. The writing is very good.
Okay.
And then Outer Worlds, I was kind of on. That was one I was really looking forward to with Obsidian, and I love Fallout New Vegas. It's my favorite Fallout. But Outer Worlds, I was like, it wasn't all there. And I think on their next game, I think maybe they'll finally have everything they wanted. But it just felt like kind of half done to me. And then Dead Cells, which might be my top 100 games of all time now. I love Dead Cells. I love roguelikes. But Dead Cells was like, man, this is really, really good.
I really need to beat that game. I need to hunker down.
I haven't beat it. That's one of those games I need to come back and beat. But I really love that game. It's good. And then of course what I'm playing now is Jedi Fallen Order, and I am getting close. I looked up the chapters today, and I'm on chapter 5 of 6. So
yeah.
I know I'm getting closer to the game.
To the end of it.
I need to go back. I need to go back and beat that game because I haven't picked it up since last year.
Same. I played a little bit of it earlier this year, but I think I need to just start over.
No, I was in the final chapter. I was in the final chapter. I was about to whip the ninth sister. I was about to whip her ass. I'm right there at the end.
If it was the ninth sister, then you would be on chapter 4.
The ninth sister is the big. Well, is that the big girl? Because I'm talking about the one who was a former apprentice herself that got turned into an inquisitor.
Yeah, if it's the big one, like the bigger, orange looking one.
Yeah.
I just beat her unless she comes back. She may come back in the game. I don't know.
No, she didn't come back. She didn't come back. Not
Okay,
where I'm at.
So if you beat her, then that's 4. That's chapter 4.
Okay.
That's the ending of chapter 4, and then you go into chapter 5.
Okay. All right.
Which is what I just started today.
So it's just 6 chapters.
Yeah, as far as
long
chapters,
chapters.
yeah, they're long chapters, but as far as chapters
Okay.
go, it's not like chapter 6 of 23.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start over with it and get familiar with the controls and stuff, and just go ahead and play it and beat it because they got good reviews and good sales.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's on sale right. It's on sale right now.
I'm getting to that point where I'm almost wanting to drop the difficulty level though. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, I keep dying too much. I'm like, I just want to play. I want to get to the story. I want to get the good stuff.
The
are
only
you playing on normal?
I started on hard and I dropped it to normal.
Why do you do that?
So
Okay. Why do we do that to ourselves in this day and age? Like, I mean, like, shoot,
I don't
like,
know.
why do people like
so
start
it's
out on the super? Is it starting out on the super jacked up level? Is it just because you want to play it once and be done with it, or what? I used to do it. I used to do it. I used to do it too. I used to do it too. I used to do it with all those Naughty Dog games. I used to do it too.
Everybody
Yeah.
thinks that they got the skill to breeze through a game like that.
No,
But
no, that's
some
not. No, that's not it. That's that.
no.
That's
I
not
mean,
it.
So the
think,
reason
but think about it. If is your skill level enough to go through a game on hard on your first try, where you don't need to? Not saying that you don't need to drop it, but you will stay committed to staying on that.
Yeah,
game and not dropping it off.
there's gamers out there. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you this whole thing of starting on the highest difficulty level started as soon as Microsoft delivered the achievement system, because there was a way to get all your freaking trophies, without playing the game 5 different times. Because I mean I did it with Dead Space 2, where I played it on the hardest difficulty level that's available from the start, and
Yeah.
immediately got the trophies for all the low level stuff after I beat it. And then that was one less thing I had to do when I go back to like the I forget what that mode was called, for the next playthrough.
That's actually
Because
hard.
because I was platinum hunting, and I did it with I did it with Uncharted games. I did it with Last of Us, and Last of Us damn near broke me, because I was like, I need to just drop the difficulty level, because
yeah,
I'm getting
crush you.
because I'm getting tired of these clickers jacking me up. And
Yeah.
why are they always attacking me and not attacking the humans who are shooting at me? Why, what is going
I
on?
can I can actually say the only game that I have did that, even though, but I already beat the game and stuff, was like Vanquish. Like I did it on hard so I could just get that last one, even though I didn't do the multiplayer stuff. And I just had only time when I dropped it at the final boss. And
Yeah,
I think now if I could play it on hard, I'll be able to get through that whole game with ease. And
Vanquish
still
is
be like,
Vanquish was a tough one. I enjoyed it though. Like Platinum Games, man, like they make some of the greatest games. All right. So for me, and this is not in any particular order. Let me see. The games I played or touched this year is Hades, Foregone, Resident Evil 3, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Panzer Dragoon Remake, Astro's Playroom. Yes, I added that in there. Yes. Super Mario 3D All Stars, Fire Emblem The Three Houses, and Season 4 of Tekken 7. And I played one mobile game a lot this year, and that was Tekken, that Capcom card game. It's been a lot of fun. It's been
Oh.
sustaining me. They still update and add new stuff to it. So yeah, I added it to my list. Uh,
LeRon, I need to start Tekken
I
7. It's on my PlayStation, just looking at me, be like,
it's
I need to
on.
start
Hey,
Tekken.
it's on sale again. It's like under $10 right now. It's on sale again.
Mhm.
I did forget to mention that I did play Hades from this year. That was the other 2020 game I played. That and What the Golf. That was the other two that I played on there. And Hades is my game of the year of
No.
all the games I played. That is number one.
I feel like Hades and Foregone are fighting, as far as I'm concerned. As far as those type of games, like and just in. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say anything on the show. There's some things in the works for Boss Rush Games. Let's just put it that way. There's some things in the works for next year. Next year's gonna be an exciting year. we got
Okay.
we have plans for you guys next year.
Yes.
Okay, so as far as what I feel is notable from this year's releases, I'm going to say Hades and Foregone and Final Fantasy VII Remake are the notable games from this year's releases. In my opinion, if you need to play some games, like for example, I play Hades and Foregone on the Switch, and I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation. Well, I'm playing it on PlayStation 5 because I missed it on the PS4 release, because it's still in the timed exclusive for Sony right now. So I actually picked it up, and I'm playing it on my PS5, and I'm enjoying it. That's what I'm going to say is notable from this year's releases. I would also say like, if you are capable of playing Cyberpunk and having a decent experience with it, definitely pick up Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, there's a reason why this is a highly anticipated game, and yeah, despite all the conundrum that's going on with the game and stuff, it's an enjoyable experience, especially, and it's been a learning experience for me, because I don't play a lot of first person games, and man, like I can just feel my skill level rising playing playing this game, and being locked in first person mode. It's actually doing some things where eventually I'll start playing more and more first person shooters and stuff like that. Um, those are my Those are the ones I would say are notable. Austin, what would you say is notable for this year's releases?
I think this year's releases, Hades would be on there. Fall Guys, I really like Fall Guys a lot. But then I was like, man, it's Mario Party Battle Royale. Count me in. I'm And then you know what? Shout out to Twin Breaker because I really do think that. I mean, there's not very many Brick Breaker games out there. It is a very Colin Moriarty story. So if you're not into his kind of dry sense of humor, you're probably not gonna like it. But the gameplay is really, really good, and that soundtrack is also really awesome. Um, those would be my three.
Okay, Nelly.
Actually, I'm going with Cyberpunk because I know once they get everything together,
Right.
that game is gonna just take over.
See, Nelly, you can't leave the show. I will not take a resignation from you. You cannot leave.
Wow.
I was just-
I'm gonna send you a bag of gummy sabers in the mail. Is that the only notable you have?
From my list, yes, because I was really looking forward to this game, and I understand that this year it's really been a problem for gaming. Because even Watch Dogs crashed on me.
Wow.
Okay, so that's why I'm like, if Watch Dogs crashed and I gave it a chance, I can still give Cyberpunk a chance. So
And
that's why I'm
what
sticking
you're
with that.
playing? You're playing these games on what system?
I am actually playing on a Pro, not a Slim.
On a pro. Wait. Okay. So you're playing on a pro,
Mhm.
which technically the pro has never been updated. So the pro is the first generation version of that system, whereas a slim is a modification of the original PS4. Okay. Okay. I was just trying to get some.
Playing on the Pro.
I was trying
You
to
know better than that.
well, I was trying to get some clarification because like I mean no this thing is serious I've done a little bit of tech talk about this before, like a lot of people who are at like people. Cyberpunk is the easy game to pick out for why people are having problems, but there's a lot of other games that are actually people are having issues with it, and it's because like they're playing on Series S, not Series S, I'm sorry, Xbox One S, and base PS4 Pro, base PS4. I'm sorry, my PS4. As soon as I got my PS5, because I have a base PlayStation 4. As soon as I got the PS5, the PS4 went in the box that the PS5 came out of, and it's sitting on top of my box collection. But honestly, like the systems are old. They don't have the same hardware specs as the newer systems. And I'm talking about the systems that just kind of replace them, not the systems that start the new generation, stuff like that. But there's something else. A lot of people don't open up their systems and blow out all the dust. So when systems start when your chips start getting hot, the system starts throttling, and then when I say throttling, it slows down the performance so the thing doesn't heat up and have a meltdown and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of hardware stuff in it. Like PC Tech Talk is coming with X's 803 sometime next year for Boss Rush. So yeah. All right.
Oh, and also, I was playing Resident Evil 3, and the controllers wasn't even communicating. So
I had that problem.
like-
I had that problem. And
Yes.
You had it on PlayStation. I had it on PC. I had that
Really?
problem. Yeah, like Ed, you were watching. Ed, you were watching one of the streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was saying, I'm putting this in my controller, and Nemesis was murking me. I was like, I am done.
Was that the one that he killed you with?
Yeah.
I think he.
Yeah. You were
Wow.
watching the stream. I remember it happened to me on stream, and I actually had to stop the game and restart the stream.
Mhm.
Wow.
I was in the I call it puppy Nemi.
Mhm.
You were in a big tank with Carlos.
Yes.
And I'm hitting the dodge button, and she's not dodging at all. And
She
I'm
was.
like,
Yeah. It was like. Is my timing off? Like, come on now. Like, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean I know he's fast.
And I'm like-
I know he's fast, but damn. All right, Ed. What were your notables for this year?
Okay, so of course, Paper Mario: The Origami King. Great writing, great look of it.
You know what?
Like,
Actually, hold on, because I was actually before I answer that question, I was actually gonna start trash talking you with Paper Mario. I messed my own segue up. But you know what? I'm going to get Paper Mario. But me and Jesse from Arsenal X are on the same wavelength here. We're waiting for this game to price drop.
Well, this is the thing about it. I think it's worth the $60 because of how just like when it's encapturing. It makes you laugh. Like it's one of those games that after you get done with The Last of Us 2 and you're feeling different emotions, you want something kind of positive. And I think it's a game that makes you really feel good. Like just looking at the whole when like the intro, just seeing the whole thing, you would be like, oh, I need this to be a Mario Kart. Like it really is funny. Like and it's really good gameplay and everything. And I think people just didn't give it a chance because I think just with Last of Us Part Two, Ghost of Tsushima, and Paper Mario coming out, you had some really heavy hitters. Even with Clubhouse Games, you had some heavy hitters coming out in the summer.
Here's what I know. That soundtrack is a banger. So that soundtrack is a banger. So it's got my vote.
And can I tell you, this is a weird thing that people put the $120 down for The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, and those games still haven't price dropped.
Yes, they
And
have.
people still, no, I don't think so. I don't think they have price dropped.
Ghost of Tsushima has dropped. It's on sale right now. It's like $39 right now.
I was.
Because
Are you mean like a permanent price drop, or you just mean
People
put it on
want
sale?
a permanent price drop for some of the Nintendo stuff. I'm talking about like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima haven't did a permanent price drop. I'm still seeing
I guarantee you a
They'll
permanent
do
price
drop by the end of the year.
Yeah, either that or at the very beginning of the year.
Party 8 for $60.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, you know Nintendo don't drop.
Nintendo drop prices, and I've had conversations about this. Like we're like us, the gamers, are the reason why Nintendo has the hubris to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we make such a commodity out of Nintendo properties, and not just first party properties. Because like hell, there are some third party titles on Nintendo that I'm like, when you gonna price drop, bro? When you gonna price drop? You've been out for the life of the Switch, and you're still $60.
I got a Nintendo gift card, and I really just want Link's Awakening, but it's still $60, and I don't want Fire Emblem. It's still $60.
It's back to six. It's back to 60 because
Maybe, I don't know.
See, man.
That day I said it was on sale. That next day, bam,
It was gone. It was gone. Yeah.
And you said he was like, get it now. I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get paid.
Also, but I have to make sure I buy the Mario 3D All Stars first for $60.
You're gonna get rid of it.
What's up with that?
I think that's the thing with Nintendo games, and I'm gonna get back to my stuff. It's just that even just Switch games in general, these companies see that people are going to put the money in to get physical. Whether they wait for a sale or not, they're going to invest in that physical. A lot of people for Microsoft and PlayStation, they'll wait for something really digital to play on, like the digital version. They may go in and buy the physical, but they don't want it as much as people want the stuff for Nintendo.
Well, here's the reason why when it comes to the mainstream consoles, and I'm calling Sony and Microsoft the mainstream consoles, the reason why there's more digital now is because a lot of people don't want to fool with GameStop, Target, Walmart. They don't. Like if Austin hadn't been telling me that I can get games $10 cheaper at Walmart, I would not even entertained buying Call of Duty Cold War. I would not have even entertained it.
I think with Nintendo, it's just like a lot of people go everywhere to get their physical.
But right now,
even with like no like limited run games, like people will buy out the Switch version first before they buy any other version. But,
I mean, it's easier to like carry your whole library in there. Like my entire games library is in this little.
Right. So, but yeah, I would say Ghost of Tsushima for PlayStation is definitely a good one. Ori 2 for Xbox, and definitely still to me Hyrule Warriors, like Age of Calamity. I think that's so notable. And Murder by Numbers. I think that's a game that I wish a lot of people would play.
I definitely gonna check that game out.
Yeah,
even though it has Picross, it has this Phoenix Wright thing. The writing is funny, and it's just like you have a mystery thing with a trans character, and it's good. It's literally that good. It's a great game. So those are my notables.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this next one real fast. This is gonna be without any context, without any context, any conversation. Name one gaming high and one gaming low from 2020. Who wants to start? And all you gotta do is say for your high, say the game. For your low, say the game, and that's it. No context, no descriptions.
High Hades, low Madden 21.
All right. Who's next?
Highs, Hyrule Warriors, low, Neck.
Knack was a 2020 game?
Oh, 2020 game. Oh, I thought you said talking about games. Cyberpunk.
You just said
Cyberpunk is your low?
he just went some shit
Yeah.
with Knack. I can respect that though.
Right. I thought he was talking about. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
just that you've experienced this year. I get it. I get it.
So,
I
but,
should.
like, but for 2020 releases, Cyberpunk is my low.
Mhm.
Hyrule Warriors is my high.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
high for me is Cyberpunk, and my low is Watch Dogs Legion.
Y'all gonna think I'm really strange when with the high that I'm about to say. Astro's Playroom.
Hey, I
And
can't
they
wait.
was
to
getting
play
it though.
No,
Oh, wait.
but like I said, no explanation, no context. My low, honestly, out of all the games, was Panzer Dragoon Remake.
Yeah, I heard that game had a lot of problems when it came out. A lot of stuff they did patch it and fix it and stuff. Did you play it on Switch or did you play it on PlayStation?
I played it on Switch, and I know the Switch now has the updates and stuff that makes the game a lot better to play and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because man, you don't understand. I know I said no description, but I played the original Panzer Dragoon on Sega Saturn.
And I'm jealous
So this remake, so this remake was what I wanted because in all seriousness, I'm just hoping they keep going with the Panzer Dragoon saga and give us Panzer Dragoon Zwei, which was Panzer Dragoon 2, and then Panzer Dragoon Saga, which was the RPG. That's the only reason why. That's the reason why that was a disappointment for me. And I know I broke the rules. I'm sorry.
LeRon, check out the on YouTube. There's a thing called "What Happened." They do a breakdown of Saga.
Oh yeah,
It's really good.
yeah. I know the channel. I haven't seen that one though. I know the channel. Okay, all right. So you know what? We did have rumor control tonight, but we're gonna save that for next week's because we're running out of time. We had a good time tonight though. Like we talked about a lot of topics and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So everyone that's out there, please let us know like what'd you play this year, what was notable for you guys in 2020, and some of your gaming highs and lows for 2020. Before we wrap up though, you know what? We technically just said what we've all been playing, but what's the one game you're playing right now? One game. Go, Ed.
The one game that I'm playing right now is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
All right, Austin.
All in order.
All right, Nelly.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
All right.
Cyberpunk. Sorry.
You broke the rules. You broke the rules. Had to
NBA.
had to had to bonk y'all with the stick.
I'm being good.
The last game I've actively played as of last night was Fire Emblem Three Houses. All right, so that's gonna be our show for tonight. We will be back next week, hopefully not hungover from New Year's, because like we're going to be celebrating and stuff like that. 2020, we're kicking that bitch to the curb, and we're starting fresh. And none of
This New Year's Eve party gonna be wild.
and none of those New Year, new me, and none of those 2021 is gonna be my
No.
year, please, because we jinxed it this year. Where 2020 is gonna be my year, so do not jinx 2021 by saying that crap
Yes.
this year. If you do, the entire Boss Rush squad will come for you. We'd like to give a
Your
big,
house will get swatted.
big and we don't believe in that, but somehow, some way, swatting will happen. We'd like to give a big thanks to everyone that tuned in to us tonight or has listened to us on the podcast. Thank you. Have a wonderful and happy New Year. But before we go, we got to do some plugs. Ed, where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at @retro_code. You can also check me out on Nintendo Pop Block on Boss Rush Games. Check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play, and Spotify and other podcast apps. Check out World 11 Podcast on Podbean.com. And check out Recap here on Boss Rush Games and Talk the Walk.
All right, thanks. Nelly, where can we find you?
All right, you can find me on Twitter at Planet Nellie. Nellie is spelled N3LLIE. You can also find me on Twitch under fratface_87.
All right, and
No OnlyFans account.
LeRon, can I add one?
not my OnlyFans. No.
Wow. If you guys want to add me on PlayStation or Xbox or Switch, all my information is on my Twitter account, Twitter page.
It's gonna be like LeRon, can I add one after Nelly says something about OnlyFans? Like, oh no.
Oh no.
Austin.
Next week we'll do a top 5 OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
Do we have to make it specific content?
I mean, we could do like Game Awards style. We could have just for toes. We could have just for anime, whatever you need.
ASMR.
ASMR. You can find me at PlayStation on Twitter and all the threads. You can catch all the links to all the shows that I'm on and all my gamer tags. You should go check out my Twitter page.
You know what? I will say this: Megan must really like you, or she doesn't pay attention to you because, like, she's always slapping somebody with a citation, and you have not. She's hit Logan with a citation. You have never been hit with a citation.
I haven't gotten nothing either.
Which is actually surprising. Like, if I'm texting, I'm pretty good at it, but if I'm tweeting, I mess up all the time. I mess up all the time. It just slips me. I don't know how it does.
All right. As for me, you can find me on social media at X's803. That's X's803. And it's also the Twitch channel you're watching this on. And guys, guess what? I renamed my YouTube channel. It now is X's803. I renamed.
Oh, you got the original.
I got it. You know, and now,
Nice.
and now, you know, because technically the other YouTube channel still comes up, but now mine is the #1 hit
Nice.
in the
Congrats.
search. Yeah, so I'm happy.
Guy gets swatted.
No, but she still has that one yoga video.
Oh wow! Wait,
It's a
that's
girl.
who you're competing
It's a girl. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go subscribe to the other one.
I mean, okay. You know what? I'll.
Is this OnlyFans? Cause
Yeah. I thought you said YouTube. Wow.
like, oh, I have a question, teacher. Is she barefooted? Cause you know.
I mean, if it's my OnlyFans, that's how it gets down. All right, but there you go. X's803 is also my gamer tag, so you can catch me any place where I play video games. That includes Steam, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live. Go to my Twitter account. You'll actually no, my Twitch code, my Twitch, my friend code for Nintendo is not on there. I'll fix that though. I'll fix that for you guys. Also, just a reminder: head over to BossRushGames.com and take a look at the content that Boss Rush has to offer. The Arsenal X guys answered listener questions in episode 123, which is their final podcast for 2020. The Boss Rush podcast had another 5-person panel. Austin, you were on that one, weren't you? You and I both were on that one, yeah. We were talking about everything from Animal Crossing and Destiny 2 to Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, we're talking about Cyberpunk. I was on the show. Of course, we're talking Cyberpunk. Don't forget about our other shows and editorials. You can chat with us, keep the conversation going by hitting us up over at Twitter at PS_Crossroads, where we hold it down with more news, events, and topics throughout the week. Alright, the Boss Rush Games family wants you all to have a great night. Go out there, play games, be better. Have a great night. Happy New Year. Be safe out there. Don't do anything that, the average adult wouldn't do. And, just be safe. We love you guys. And thank you for making this a wonderful start of a year for Crossroads. We'll be back next week.
Bye, everybody.